Now we're going to start on the base of the clock, and it has a lot of problems. There's been a number of repairs done, a lot of them not too well. We're going to work on those to see if we can improve them. There's a lot of loose veneer, like here's one big piece here that's loose. There's also veneer that hasn't been glued down correctly, and we're going to have to loosen that and see if we can glue it down correctly. We have some real problems with the inlay along the corners, and we're going to figure out how we can deal with that. Now the banding, especially along this area here, has a lot of replacement pieces. One place that's most obvious is here on the corner. This is supposed to be a 45-degree cut with this banding. As you can see, the other corners are all cut at 45s. This replacement piece was not, so I'm going to cut it. This is a piece we already cut at the 45. Okay, I need to cut another one the same size. We're doubling these up. That looks pretty good. Okay, got my pieces here. Okay, should do it. Alright, now we'll take the clamps off, see what we got. It came out really well. I've still got two more small pieces to put in here. These two doors do not come up. It's a really small piece. And now I need to do another one to get to the right thickness. Okay, there are my two pieces. But you can see here how really messed up and how some problems they have here. Here's the original banding. Here's the checkerboard inlay. Here's the foot. There's a big space here. The banding seems to go up at this point. A lot of the problems of this case are that the boards underneath the veneer are spreading apart. This is old putty here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I may have no choice but just to fill that with my own filler and touch it up. Now I need a couple of pieces of this inlay also. It's a good height. Now we'll take our clamp off, see how this glue up went, and actually looks pretty good. Okay, so now we've got to cut a piece of veneer to fit in here. I know that this banding is rosewood. I have 3 different kinds. I'm not sure which this on the clock is, but I got a piece of East Indian rosewood that I like a lot. Here's my East Indian rosewood. It probably looks kind of dark right now, but it's got the background and the figure that I'm looking for. Okay, let's see what we got. The patch looks like it came out pretty well. We've got more details to do here. I've got to put in a piece of inlay here. I've got a little patch there. We have some real problems along this edge. I have to figure out exactly what we're going to do there. We have similar problems in this corner. Once again, I'm going to put a piece of inlay in here, and we're missing pieces here, but once again, this is a 45-degree joint, and so I've got to make two little patches here with the grain going in the right direction, perpendicular to each other. First, I got to trim up these broken pieces a little bit. As you can see, there's a pretty good gap here between the side and the front. There's no way I can close that up, but I am going to have to fill that before we glue these patches in. I'm going to piece in a piece of inlay. You can see they have this nice little checkerboard. I can't reproduce the checkerboard, but I'm going to put in this blank piece and draw them in, which is not unlike what people have done with varying degrees of success along here. Okay. That looks like it might work. I can see right away I need to make two of these because of the thickness. And actually, I need to double these up. I'm going to cut just another piece to go under both, one piece to go under both of my little pieces. Now I have to cut some wood to fill this gap that we have here. So I'll do that. Okay. Alright, now I've got all my pieces cut, ready to do the glue up. First we're going to fill the gap there. Now I've got to make sure I keep my grain orientation here. I can see that I've got to cut even another piece of veneer for both these to get this up to height. I thought they were going to be high enough, and they're not quite high enough. Some more veneer. Here's the pieces I just glued up. They were lower than I thought, so I'm going to cut a couple of more and put them in there. Okay, that looks pretty good. I did this patch yesterday, but I realized that I should have redone this piece. This is a replacement piece. I should have redone it. I've got problems over here because it's not long enough where I'm going to put my inlay. It's not long enough because the sides have separated from the front, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to redo these patches.